What the hell is wrong with Aston Martin? I have done so much research on what is happening between Honda and Aston Martin, and today I'm going to give you all the information that I have. So, hi guys, my name is Tanya Mehta. Welcome back to my channel Project Podium, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but my mic is back, so our audio is finally going to be clear again. So, Aston Martin has money of Stroll, designing of Adrian Newey, literally a Honda engine that has won world championships with Red Bull, and Alonso, who is one of the best drivers, if not the best driver right now on the grid. So, what is going wrong with Aston Martin? It literally qualified 17th in Melbourne and had to retire the car, did not even stay in for half the race. But to properly understand what's going on with Aston Martin, we have to go back in time in 2020. In 2020, Honda announced that it's going to leave Formula One at the end of 2021. All the manufacturers and teams suffered a lot in 2020 because of the pandemic, but at that time, Formula One was literally booming. Honda was at its peak and was starting to win races with Red Bull, so why leave at that time? Basically, Honda wanted to start its hybrid era. A lot of manufacturers and cars in general were starting to make eco-friendly cars, and Honda wanted to start making eco-friendly cars as well, and for that they wanted their best engineers to develop the cars who were currently working in Formula 1. So it was not because of the money that they lost in 2020, it was because they wanted to work on a project which was more important for Honda at that time than Formula 1 in general. Now the fate of Red Bull changed in 2021 because Christian Horner was like, hey, Honda's leaving, what should I do? So it went to Porsche for its power unit, but at that time Christian Horner really did not want to work under another manufacturer. He was really tired of doing that, and so he decided to talk to Red Bull and tell them that let's go on one last crazy adventure and make our own power unit, and Red Bull agreed, and that's how the project started, called Red Bull Powertrain. Red Bull Powertrain was really working hard to get its own engine and power unit ready for Formula 1, and it got sponsorship from Ford. Now Horner got too much power into Red Bull and he became kind of toxic maybe, and Red Bull decided to get rid of him. In 2023, Honda decides to come back to Formula 1. First it leaves, then it comes back, first it leaves, then it comes back. I mean, make up your mind, Honda. Kinda sounds like my ex. Now, Honda was out of Formula 1 since 2021, but not really, because this is a piece of information that not too many people know. Horner really liked his relationship between Honda and Red Bull and wanted Honda to be a part of the Red Bull family while they were at the peak of winning championships, and told Honda that they don't need to develop the engine or work on the entire process. They just need Honda to help Red Bull set it up and look at it. And Honda said, okay, fine, we will do that, because their relation with Red Bull was great. So Honda never really left Formula 1. They always had one foot in Formula 1, although they were working on the other projects which were more important for them at that time. Now, Red Bull also used the Honda engine in 2022 and won the championship. In 2023, 2024, Max Verstappen was doing great, and Honda did have a part in it, but was not fully involved. Now, while Honda agreed, it was also getting ready for the hybrid era of 2026. Now, the problem is that Honda didn't have a lot to do with Red Bull while developing their engine. In developing their engine, they were just overlooking it. So all the engineers now have scattered. They went back to Japan, or they started working with Red Bull in Red Bull Powertrain, which was developing Red Bull's power unit for 2026. And if you have noticed, Red Bull actually had one of the strongest hybrid engines in Melbourne. So it's not a coincidence. So now that Honda has partnered with Aston Martin in 2026, all its best employees are scattered here and there, and AM is actually not left with anything brilliant. All the manufacturers of Formula 1 started working on the hybrid engine probably around 2023-2024, but Honda was not working on it at all. Their research and development department in Formula 1 was literally stalled from 2021 to 2024 and had nothing happening. So for 3 years, Honda really did not do anything to work in Formula 1. Now, on Thursday Media Day, Adrian Newey, who was the team principal of Aston Martin, was sitting next to the HRC head, and he said some very troublesome things. Adrian Newey was literally very frustrated, and all of us could see that. I don't know if you watched the interview, but there was this one time when the media asked him a lot of questions, and he was talking so softly on the mic that no one could really hear anything or understand what he was saying. And he said, "What happened? We can't even make the microphone work now." So when the press conference started and Adrian Newey had to say a lot of things, Adrian Newey basically said that the car is great and it is designed very well, but the problem is that it is not coming into Q3 and it is not a design problem. He was basically saying that it is Honda's fault, and Honda was literally sitting next to him and had nothing to say. Adrian Newey also said that if Alonso and Stroll drive the car for too long, that they could have a permanent nerve damage. And after listening to this, Honda was like, why is Adrian Newey talking about the drivers? We never even discussed this. And that's when they had a little bit of a rift, and this just made the head of HRC a little bit disconcerted. Now, on the Friday media day, when we had the team principal press conference thing, basically Adrian Newey was talking about how they realized that Honda has fucked up only in November when they flew to Tokyo, because Honda called them and told them that we're running a bit behind schedule. And so Andy Cowell and Adrian Newey went to Tokyo and realized that, hey, we are fucked. This is not going correct. And what are we supposed to do now? But my problem is that if you are the team principal and it's your fucking job to get everything on track, why did you guys not know that Honda is behind schedule way before November? I mean, 4 months before Formula 1 is starting, which is literally in November, you realize that your engine is fucked. I forgot to say this before, but the engine is fucked because the engine vibrates too much. Honda has developed an engine where it vibrates so much that even the mirrors fall, the gearbox falls, and it uses a lot of battery. Now these batteries that are used in Formula 1 are very expensive, so they cannot make it in bulk because then it can go outside of budget cap. So basically, Honda has made a terrible engine and never told Aston Martin about it. Aston Martin also did not follow up and sit on their balls and kept on asking them, what are you doing with the engine? Which I think over here is Aston Martin's fault because it sounds very disorganized. And yeah, this is the reason why this has happened. Now, it does not end here. On Sunday, Alonso in the press conference said that the vibration would be fine if the car was at least winning races. Why did he say that? Why did Adrian Newey say that they could actually have a nerve damage if they drove more than 25 consecutive laps? Maybe he was disappointed with Honda, or maybe because he wanted to show the FIA that this is a safety concern, because then he can get rid of things faster. So yeah, this is a whole Honda and Aston Martin story. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's a big mess. I mean, the people who are suffering is too much. There's so much at stake. Poor Stroll is losing so much money. Alonso is going through so much. And yeah, I mean, I don't know whose fault is it. I feel that it is Honda's fault, 70% probably, but it is also Aston Martin's fault. They should have been trying to know what the fuck is happening with Honda. That's that. And thank you so much for watching my video. This gossip is insane. I know the drama never ends in Formula 1. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you super soon.